Hello, it's Jennifer here, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while. I think I start all of my videos off like that, but I know it has been a little while because for the simple reason is I still have yet to edit properly. I think I did it one time, and I'm just frustrated with it. So I have to keep practicing it, and I want to add music to it and have a little bit more variety for you. So I apologize that that has not yet happened, but we're still at the beginning of the year. Hopefully I'm planning on the next video having something a little different, at least having some editing done. So right now I'm just recording and I'm sharing with you what I've recorded. So what I want to talk to you about today is this channel generally is about fun and everything we like to do for fun, the importance of having fun, the importance of really incorporating it into our everyday lives. And I just felt a little compelled to come on today because I was giving a tutoring session today and for English, for people who want to learn English. I was giving a tutoring session, and the young lady I was speaking with is from Turkey. And so I was asking her about cooking, because we talk about various things on these tutoring sessions because the idea is to have the students speak as much as possible, right? So I was asking her if she enjoyed cooking. And so she says, "Oh, Jennifer, I really don't. She'd been in a relationship earlier, a few years ago, well, several years ago. She's divorced, and she was saying she always had to cook, for her spouse. She was always cooking, and I told her, I said, well, it sounds like maybe you were always cooking for somebody else because she had even said maybe I need to start cooking for myself, and I said yes, and she started thinking, and she said, well, I do enjoy preparing breakfast. And so I said, well, then make it a huge event. Prepare what you love, put it on a pretty plate, take out your nice silverware, put a placemat under it. You have a cup and a saucer, for your coffee or your tea, whatever your beverage of choice is, orange juice or whatever. And then make that your meal. Like, have fun making that, creating that, because it is for you. And so I told her how I was told before that I was preparing a salad and that the salad looked like I was in a restaurant. And so I said, that's what excites me about it. That's what excites me. One of the things that excites me about preparing the salad is because it's like I'm going to be at a restaurant, right? So I want it to be as pretty as possible. I want the dressing to be perfect. I don't want the lettuce to be just be soggy. I want to have a placemat, the whole 9 yards. You want to do it right. So I guess they call that now romanticizing your life, I think, if that's what, I don't know if I understand it correctly, but I'm getting the feeling that's what it is. So, and that is something we can do that doesn't cost anything. It costs nothing. It's just putting the energy into the task and then sort of changing your mindset as well, right? So just making your breakfast could be boring. It could be simple. It could just be like, oh, let me throw a piece of bread in the toaster, let me scramble up an egg, let me go. Of course, we have days like that when we're really rushed, but in general, when you want to feel good, you will take the time to do what it takes to make you feel good. So if you're about to prepare your breakfast, say, you know what, I'm going to make this nice. I'm going to take out a nice plate, or I'm going to take out a nice bowl. Just do it, right? Because, we never know how long we're here anyway. So don't save anything. Like, I don't save dishes anymore. I used to save things. Oh, I'm going to save that bowl. Let me save that plate. I'm going to save that pot. What am I saving it for? Why am I saving it? Have fun with it. Have fun with it and use it today. Use it now, right? So that goes for anything. A pen you're not using, a picture frame you're saving. All of these things, like we can't save anymore, right? We should stop saving. So that for me is how you're stepping up. You're raising your level of fun, a way of incorporating fun into your everyday life, and that's simple. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. So that was something I really, really wanted to share with you. And that is something that actually happened today. The other thing I'd like to share with you are some things that I've started doing this year. I'm not going to call them goals either, but things that actually are really making me feel good. They're making me really feel good. And it's because I'm consistently doing it also. That's, I think, probably the key as well. One of them is reading. Now, that doesn't mean I never read. But I get so wrapped up in all these things that I should be doing, as we all know, that we kind of forget the things that we need to be doing, things that are that are filling our souls, our spirits, right? Things that just allow our minds to go into la la land, our imagination really to flow. So I'll share with you a book that I'm reading. It's a book that's in French. I like to read a book in English and a book in French. So I'm here in Quebec, and we speak French here in Quebec. So this book I'm reading is called L'inconnu de la Seine, and it's from Guillaume Musso. And Guillaume Musso is a French author, a very well-known French author, and writes a lot of mysteries, like detective mysteries. And so this isn't my first book from his. I've read 3 of his books. Or this is actually the 3rd book of his I'm reading. Very good book. It's a detective. It takes place in Paris, and the main character is a German musician. So very, very interesting. If you're looking for a new book, a new read, and you read in French, or you would like to learn to read in French, this is something you can eventually work up to. It's a very good book. And the other thing I've started doing is, and this was by a suggestion from another YouTuber I like to follow. Of course, I forget her name. I'm going to put it at the bottom of this. I'm going to find her link and I'll put it at the bottom of this video. It's the 30-Day Sketchbook Project. And I absolutely love this book. I have wanted to learn to draw for years. And I always felt, I think in my mind, that is something you have to be born with, that talent. It's not like, it's either you can do it or you can't. You have the eye or you don't. For some reason, I don't know why I thought that, because you can learn to do a sport, you can learn to play an instrument. Why can't you learn to draw? But I just, for some reason, put it up there as no, you have to be born with this third eye to be able to see certain angles, certain colors, etc., and textures and what have you. So she was talking about how you just work that muscle. And working the muscle is what? It's doing it every single day, doing a little bit every single day. So she suggested this book for anyone out there who wants to learn to draw. So I've been doing this, and it is fun. Absolutely fun. Today, for a lot of the afternoon, that's what I did. I actually painted. This was one of the projects. I can show you quickly. I just love these colors. So it's still drying. It's done with acrylic paint. So, and I'm not claiming to be any kind of, advanced artist or even artist. I'm learning. This is a learning process that's fun. Nothing is attached to it. I'm not trying to become an artist so I can sell the work. It's for me to put it in my own space. Maybe next time on a video, you might see one of my own paintings up here. So, and I have little ideas. I have ideas that require painting that I didn't realize that I'd like to eventually do. So yeah, I'm kind of learning this and then realize, hey, this goes along with what you were thinking about doing a couple of years ago. And I thought, oh yeah. So yeah, but those are just a few things I wanted to share with you. I would love to know what you do to incorporate fun in your life every day. And that's something small. Like I said, it could be making your breakfast, the way you make your bed, a new pair of socks you want to wear, a new pair of socks you made, or a pair of socks you actually stitched up and thought you had to throw them out, and now you don't have to, and you love them, and they're your favorites, and now you get to wear them. So now your day has just gone up a notch. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing. So feel free to share, everybody. And again, sorry for the non-editing. I am working on that. I really am. So yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, wherever you are in the world. À plus tard. I'll be saying a few words here there in French because I would love to have some French viewers as well. I love people from everywhere. I love languages. I love a lot of things. A lot of things I love doing for fun. So you'll find out a little bit as we get to know each other. Okay? So have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and I'll be back soon. I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.